Hey ICA, bringing you the at-home movement demos for Sunday, August 3rd. We're gonna get started with a 400-meter run. You'll come back from that 400-meter run and give me lateral squats. So take the feet out wide, toes can be angled slightly out, and you'll send those hips down and to the side. Keep the weight in the heel, hold for a couple seconds, come back to center, and switch over to the other side. After those lateral squats, you'll take hold of your PVC or your broomstick, and we are gonna do 20 seconds per side of a shoulder flexion stretch. So you'll drive that PVC or broomstick into the ground. Whatever hand that's in, that opposite knee is going to bend, and we're just gonna drop down and get that deep stretch in the shoulder and feel it in the side of the body. After that, we'll come down, you'll drop that PVC, and we'll do some Spider-Man lunges. So take a big long lunge, drop that leaning elbow as low to the ground as you can get it, just opening up the hip. And you read that right on Sugar WOD. We're gonna go back to that shoulder flexion stretch for another 20 seconds per side. I really wanna mobilize those shoulders for all that overhead work today with Nancy. We're gonna get the blood flowing a little bit more afterward. We're gonna get started with 10 overhead reverse lunges with that PVC or broomstick. So you'll pop that overhead. And all we're gonna do, a big long lunge back, either hover or tap that back knee, come back to standing and switch sides. Next up, 20 jumping jacks. Some behind the neck strict presses, so we'll take that PVC or broomstick in hand, just go behind the neck, press out, just getting that range of motion, feeling this in the upper back as well as in the shoulders. Get some high knees going, drive those knees, pump those arms, getting prepared for that running. And then last but not least, we're gonna do some overhead squats, right? Because there's a lot of them in today's workout. For the overhead squat, take those feet out, shoulder width, maybe slightly wider, toes can be angled out. Active shoulders punching up on that bar, send the hips down, stand up nice and tall. We're going 3 rounds of all those movements. That'll bring us to our workout of the day, which is Nancy. It's 5 rounds for time of a 400-meter run. And for today's purposes at home, we'll do 30 overhead squats with either that PVC or that broomstick. So again, the overhead squat, we really want to focus on keeping an active shoulder, especially at the bottom of the movement. We'll send those hips down and back, keep the chest nice and tall, punch up on that barbell, don't let those shoulders depress down, punch up on that barbell, PVC, and stand all the way up. So this workout's intended to be quick, fast, and aggressive, so let's get after it. After those 5 rounds, after Nancy's all said and done, we're gonna do our cool down, which is gonna consist of 2 movements, the first of which is gonna be a standing calf stretch. So you can do this just kind of holding onto your PVC, or if you wanna go up against a rig or a post, feel free. We're gonna drop that heel into the ground, toes flexed up, and just kind of hinge forward. You'll feel this in the calf and the hamstring a bit too. Last but not least, we are gonna do a teres minor or infraspinatus stretch. You can do this with a lacrosse ball if you've got that at home. If not, you can also use a kettlebell handle. But what we're doing here is targeting the infraspinatus, which is a really tiny muscle in the back of the shoulder. And what we're gonna do is just drive in and spend some time digging into that shoulder, opening it up after all those overhead squats. So we're gonna spend a minute on each side of the body. That is gonna cap it off for Sunday, August 3rd. Enjoy this workout. It is a benchmark workout. It is a really good metric to have. For posterity, we're gonna be doing this again. So get after it, have fun. Looking forward to seeing those scores.